Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. This is process video number 154 entitled Air Show, and this is going to be my fourth layout using the September 2018 Flavors of the Month kit from the ScrapRoom Kit Club. And this layout features the Fancy Pants Magnolia Lane mini collection. So I gotta say right off the bat that these papers are really pretty. They have this dainty look. It reminds me of weddings and like vintage kind of that Joanna Gaines Magnolia type of inspiration, I guess I should say. And so it's really pretty. I love it. However, and there's a however there, I found it hard to find matching photos with it. I felt like, because I'm the kind of scrapper that I don't print my photos when I'm ready to scrapbook it. I would mass, edit some photos and then get them all ready for printing, and then I print them. So I don't print as I go. I have a collection of ready to scrapbook photos, and that's where I go when I'm ready to scrapbook. That being said, these papers are very, I don't know, they're just, their theme is really, it's not, I don't know, it's very specific. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So it's very hard for me to just find an everyday photo or a photo of a trip that we took that would match it. I just find that very hard. Finally, I found a few pictures of me and my youngest son where we were at the park, and we just happened to come across, or we were just happened to be at the park when the air show for the Thunderbirds was going on at the Air Force Academy, where Air Force Academy is local to us here in the Springs. And so every time that there's a graduation, they have an air show with the Thunderbirds. And so we just happened to be at the park when it was going on, and this park that we went to had the perfect view to watch it. And so a lot of the photos that I have are of the sky, and the sky is very blue, very not vintagey, but I just have that airy feeling. And so I thought that that would be the perfect photos to match with this. You can also just turn your photos black and white, but I am a girl that loves color, so I do them sometimes, but I rarely have photos printed that's black and white. So moving on and going back to the layout, I started to kind of go around that very specific theme of the floral papers. I started off with the white brick pattern paper. I thought that that was a good neutral base for my layout. And then I had placed my photos all on the bottom. I did cut out that the white brick paper because I love the pink paper that goes behind it as well, and I wanted to use that on another page, and so I made sure that I cut that up efficiently. And then I have this floral paper. I am still in the circle kind of phase, and so I am doing a bunch of circles with almost all of my layouts for this particular month. And then I also used that really cool green and white stripe paper. That was a good stripe to go in between my photos. And then there is this paper that had four different strips of paper, pattern paper. And so for me to kind of incorporate that on my page without making it too busy, is I punched out some butterflies with it. And so here I'm using my Martha Stewart punch, and I love this punch. I think I got this at Tuesday Morning like 2 years ago, a year ago, or maybe or so maybe, but I love that punch. And I am sorry that the photo keeps on getting blurred. The problem with this paper is it's just too light that the camera is having a hard time to focus, and my camera is not on kind of a like manual focus where it is focused on the center. It's not like that. It's just kind of an auto focus, and so it's trying to find the contrast to all of the white stuff, and sometimes it has a hard time finding that. But anyways, so now I'm also going to incorporate some of that die cut, and I was wanting to incorporate those wood chipboard. Well, they look like wood, but they're actually just chipboard, and I wanted to incorporate that, but unfortunately, it's not going to make it on this page because it was too bulky, and the words on it just didn't really fit my story. And speaking of story, I, again, with the circle theme, I knew that I had wanted my journaling to be incorporated in one of those circles. And so when I printed it off, I made sure that it's centered, and I pushed it away further from all of the blocks of journaling so I can cut around it in a circle. Now, I wanted a title that would be contrasting to all of the whites or light colors that's on the page already. And I had some black stickers, black letter stickers, but for some reason they just weren't the ones that they weren't the size and the style that I was kind of hoping to use for this page. And then I remembered I had these white foam thickers from an old Dear Lizzie line. And so I just grabbed my Spectrum Noir markers, and then I just colored it in. I did color it in maybe 2-3 times just so I can get the darkest gray shade that I could, and then I added that to the page. Now this is something that's from my stash. I felt like it just needed a little something to finish it off, and I don't know, I'm the kind of person that her butterflies need to have some kind of something in the center. And so I grabbed this pack of mini pearls, like they're really, really tiny pearls, and I'm just adding some pearls to the butterflies. But then I didn't stop there. I added some pearls on other parts of the layout. And then I'm going to end up just finishing off the whole pack for this particular page, and that makes me happy. I know some people are like, yeah, but we got to keep it for next time. But you know what? There's just so many product in my scrap stash that I feel really happy when I use up something because, well, first of all, it just gives me an excuse to buy some more, right? But at the same time, it just makes me feel fulfilled that it's not just sitting and being just collecting dust in my stash. So I don't know if you noticed, but that little spot on the bottom, the die cut, that's where my stamped date is going to be on there. So that's why I left it blank. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you guys another day. Bye.